This is the Creative, a podcast of authentic discussion with industry pros.
All right, so the first thing that we should do is introduce yourself. So if you'd like to tell me your name.
Okay, you already know my name.
Yeah, but there's going to be somebody else that listens to it later that doesn't know your name yet.
Okay. Well, let me see. Okay. Hi, my name is Katie, and yeah.
And Katie, would you call yourself an artist?
Yes, I would. But just the way that I make my art is a lot different
Oh, yeah?
from grown-ups make their art. Like, the way I do it and other kids do it is we think of the picture we want to do in our mind, and we try our hardest to do it right. At first, we get a little bit wrong, then earlier and earlier, we get better.
You get better.
Uh-huh.
So it's fair to say that you're like at the very beginning of all the practice as you turn into a grown-up. You're at the very beginning of learning and doing all of your art.
Yeah. Now, some grown-ups think that kids still need help when they're young and starting to do art. But really, kids already know how to do art in their brain. It's like super simple. Kids can make art everywhere. There's art in the world. It's made from humans.
What's your favorite art right now?
My favorite art usually is making clay or drawing pictures of my family.
Drawing pictures of your family in clay. What do you do with clay?
Well, I would mush it up and make all sorts of things like penguin or a cupcake that you can put things in.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So you're a kid that's an artist. And those are your, do you have one type of art that you love to make more than any other art out there?
My favorite art is the enjoyment of spending time making art with my family, and I really like when we all draw a picture together or we make something as a family, like a lemonade stand.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun when we did that.
You know this is going to be online.
What?
Dad, you know this is going to be online.
Yes, this is going to be online.
Okay, just go.
It's okay. We're just having a conversation, kiddo. Yeah, so for folks that are listening, I'm interviewing my daughter, who is Katie. She is 7 years old. You're in elementary school.
No, I'm in Blackshear Elementary School. Used to be for black kids. Yeah.
Well, that's true. A long time ago, Austin was a segregated city, and now we're living in an integrated neighborhood. But yeah, so it's interesting because I think when you and I were talking about this, you were curious why I was running around with all of these microphones and having conversations with people. And you brought up a really good point that you hadn't seen or heard interviews or a whole lot of talks with kids that are doing art. So I thought it'd be a great idea to interview you for the podcast. What are some other fun things that you want to talk about with art? Like, so we're in your room, and I can see that you've got like a box of crayons and colored pencils. I can see your ukulele. You've got your artist easel. You've got your jewelry kits.
If you can see this on the back.
Uh-huh. What's on the back of your easel? Oh, and a chalkboard.
Chalkboard.
That's right.
Never noticed it.
So we've got a lot of different things that you can make art with in your room. What's your favorite way to be creative in your room?
My favorite way of being creative in my room is I would draw or color or make new dresses. Like I made this out of party paper and tape,
It's
and now it's a banner.
It's a banner, and you're wearing it like a sash.
Yeah, it's a sash. Mostly a sash I made out of paper. And then I also made earrings out of tape that I mostly lost. And yeah, I also made a lot of things for parties. A lot of things that I made out of art supplies and things that, yeah, kids mostly make things that adults mostly don't think of. Like making dresses or party supply or anything pretty out of just plain paper. People think that if you want to make things that are really good, you have to use technology or sewing kits. But really, you can use anything around you to make whatever you want. Art is no rules. Art is something you just gotta make in your head and then make it in real life.
That's a really great way of thinking about it. I like that. How often do you get to make art?
Well, very few times. I only make art in school, like during quiet time. They don't allow you to make any paper mache. I really want to make paper mache. And yeah, like they don't let me make paintings or anything else during quiet time. They don't let me do much during art time. And when we try to have a little bit of fun, I go on computers and I'm cold. I really want to read books that are inspiring to me.
Oh, okay.
And during weekends, I just make art every weekend. Nobody really notices I do it, but it just happens in my brain and I gotta do it.
You gotta do it. Do you want to get old and turn into a grown-up that does art too?
No, I don't want to turn into a grown-up that does art. I want to turn into a grown-up that does art with nature and helps kids know that nature is good and take kids on adventures with nature, and art is all around you in nature.
Oh, so it would be you would do something in nature and just you do art too with that.
Yeah, like you can use sap as glue and leaves as paper.
Oh, that's so creative. I hadn't thought that way about using leaves as paper.
Trees as carvings.
Trees as carvings. Oh, like you would
carve into a tree.
Oh, well, wait, let's not carve into a tree that's alive, but maybe like the logs that like from a tree after like the leftover wood.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
That's what I
mean. Yes, that is, yeah.
Like a tree trunk that's broken off.
You have a ukulele now. Do you like playing music?
Yes, I really do. But music is also part of art. You can make art as music.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can put your ukulele down on a big piece of paper, then trace your ukulele carefully, and then when you're done with the ukulele, you can do all the details of your ukulele on paper, and then when you are done with that, you cut it out, then make width, height, and depth. And then when you're done, you put a little bit of string on it. You make holes and put string on. And then you you get it. A ukulele that's made out of art.
Would you? I think that's a really cool project. Would you play the ukulele and make music and think of the music as art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's sweet. Now, recently, I know your brother's been drawing comic books. Have you been drawing a lot too?
Now, I never made a comic. I made a comic, but never ever finished it. But that's why I don't have time for comics.
You don't?
No, I'm always too busy making other art. Other art that's big, like that, over there. And, like, that big one back there.
Oh, the picture that's on your wall?
Uh-huh. Or, like, my party dress.
Your party dress. So you like to make the big things.
Yeah, not the small booky things.
Do you think? What about doing something with like sidewalk chalk on the driveway, and doing something really big? Would you want to work on the driveway that's really big like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try, but you guys always say no.
Well, you weren't as old as you are now, and we were worried about you going into the street, but I don't think that's a problem. We should totally let you do sidewalk chalk.
Okay, can we stop it?
What's up?
Can we stop the thing right now?
Are you done?
I feel done.
Okay, you're done. Okay, well, that was a wonderful interview, Katie. Thank you very much for the conversation. Katie Pearce, my 7-year-old daughter. Do you want to say any last words at the end of the interview?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody can do whatever they want with art. I love art.
Well, thank you very much. Have a good one, y'all.